Welcome to my channel, Worldwise. I bet you didn't know that one of the deadliest train disasters in German history began on a day just like any other. June 3rd, 1998. The gentle light of dawn spilled across the German countryside, and at train stations, the air was filled with the quiet anticipation of a new day. Travelers gathered for their journeys, completely unaware of the tragedy that would soon unfold. Passengers aboard Intercity Express 884, the Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen, settled into their seats for what promised to be a routine trip from Munich to Hamburg. Families chatted softly, business travelers reviewed their notes, and children pressed their faces to the windows, watching the world blur by. The train's interior buzzed with the comforting sounds of everyday life, laughter, conversation, the rustle of newspapers. The train, a marvel of German engineering, sped through the countryside at 200 km/h. Its sleek design and advanced technology inspired confidence. Comfort and safety were simply assumed. For many, the ice symbolized progress, a seamless blend of speed, efficiency, and reliability. But in an instant, everything changed. A deafening explosion shattered the calm, echoing through the carriages and jolting passengers from their peaceful routines. A red-hot shard of metal burst violently through the floor, narrowly missing a family seated nearby. The shock and confusion were immediate. No one could have anticipated such sudden danger. Panic erupted as the train shook violently, sending belongings flying and passengers scrambling for safety. The serene journey was instantly replaced by chaos and fear as people clung to seats and braced for the unknown. Outside, a broken wheel flailed beneath the train, striking everything in its path with terrifying force. Sparks flew and debris scattered, the once smooth ride now a scene of mechanical violence. In seconds, trust in technology was replaced by a desperate fight for survival. Strangers reached out to help one another, united by fear and uncertainty as the train careened out of control. The ordinary morning was over. A nightmare had begun. The echoes of disaster would linger long after the dust settled, forever changing the lives of those on board. In the late 20th century, high-speed rail became a symbol of national ambition and technological prowess. Japan's Shinkansen, France's TGV, and Germany's ICE weren't just trains. They were emblems of progress, speed, and modernity. Each nation raced to outdo the others, pushing the boundaries of what was possible on steel rails. The world watched in awe as these trains shattered speed records and redefined what it meant to travel by rail. Among these marvels, the German ICE stood out for its innovative engineering. Its secret weapon? A revolutionary resilient wheel design, featuring a rubber layer sandwiched between the steel hub and the outer steel tire. This clever addition absorbed vibrations, delivering a ride that was not only faster, but also remarkably smooth and quiet. Passengers glided along the tracks, barely feeling the speed beneath them, as the resilient wheels worked their magic. Yet, this comfort came with an unexpected price. The rubber layer, while softening the ride, allowed the outer steel tire to flex ever so slightly under the immense weight and speed of the train. Over time, this repeated flexing introduced tiny stresses into the metal, stresses that could build up, unseen, deep within the steel. The risk of metal fatigue, once thought to be minimal, became a silent threat lurking beneath the surface. Engineers, confident in their calculations and rigorous safety checks, believed the resilient wheel design was robust. They inspected wheels regularly, searching for any signs of wear or damage. But the most dangerous cracks were invisible to the naked eye, forming deep inside the wheel where no one could see. These hidden flaws could grow slowly, undetected, until it was too late. In their pursuit of perfection, engineers had unwittingly introduced a fatal flaw. The very innovation that made the ICE a marvel of comfort and speed also made it vulnerable in ways no one had anticipated. Despite these hidden dangers, the ICE was celebrated across Germany and beyond. Crowds gathered to witness its launch. Politicians and engineers alike hailed it as a triumph of German ingenuity. The train's success was a point of national pride, a testament to what could be achieved through vision and determination. But beneath the sleek, futuristic exterior, a quiet danger was building with every journey. The wheels, so carefully engineered for comfort, were slowly accumulating damage, hidden from view and from the minds of those who trusted them. The very wheels that had promised a new era of rail travel would soon reveal their dark secret, betraying the trust of engineers, passengers, and a nation that believed in the promise of progress. Maintenance crews noticed ice wheels deforming, becoming oval-shaped from relentless stress. Instead of redesigning, they ground the wheels back into shape, thinning the steel, making them weaker. Warnings from Hanover's tram system about similar wheel failures were ignored. A tiny crack grew, undetected, in the wheel of ICE 884. On that June morning, the steel tire finally gave way, peeling off like orange skin. Disaster was set in motion by a flaw no one wanted to see. The cost of ignoring the warning signs would be catastrophic. The disaster began with a single, catastrophic failure. A broken steel tire, tightly wrapped around the axle, began to unravel at terrifying speed. As the train hurtled forward, the loose metal tore through the floor, sending shards of steel and debris flying into the undercarriage. Passengers above had no idea that beneath their feet, the very structure of the train was being violently ripped apart, setting the stage for disaster. The driver, focused on the controls and unaware of the chaos unfolding below, continued to guide the train at high speed. The passengers, too, remained oblivious, trusting in the safety and reliability of the state-of-the-art ICE 884 as it sped through the German countryside. Near the small town of Eschede, disaster struck. The flailing metal tire, now a deadly weapon, caught on a track switch. The force was so great that it ripped up the rails, sending shockwaves through the train and the track itself. The third carriage, unable to withstand the sudden violence, derailed instantly. It smashed into a concrete bridge pillar with unimaginable force, crumpling like a tin can and dragging the rest of the train into chaos. The impact was catastrophic. The bridge above, its support destroyed, collapsed in a thunderous roar, crushing the fifth carriage beneath tons of concrete and steel, and blocking the track completely. In the chaos that followed, the remaining carriages, still moving at high speed, slammed into the growing wreckage. Within seconds, they folded and piled up, one atop another, creating a tangled heap of twisted metal and shattered glass. In just 11 seconds, a marvel of modern engineering, a symbol of progress and speed, was transformed into a scene of utter devastation. Emergency responders rushed to the site, confronted by destruction on a scale few had ever witnessed. The ICE 884 was reduced to a landscape of twisted steel, mangled carriages, and shattered lives. Personal belongings lay scattered among the wreckage, silent witnesses to the tragedy that unfolded in mere moments. Rescuers faced a mountain of mangled carriages and shattered glass. 101 lives were lost, 88 severely injured. Germany's deadliest train disaster. The cause, a failed wheel design, ignored warnings, and inadequate maintenance. The tragedy forced sweeping reforms. Old wheels returned, safety checks overhauled. The Eschede crash became a case study in engineering failure and the cost of complacency. Today, a memorial stands at Eschede, a stark reminder of the lives lost to a hidden flaw. The pursuit of comfort had ended in tragedy, but its lessons endure. My next video, watching now.